Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to TCM. I'm Ben Mankiewicz. We're only halfway through October, but here we don't wait for October 31st to celebrate Halloween. We're kicking it off every Saturday afternoon this month, showcasing a favorite of the monster movie genre, at least for archaeologists, The Mummy. Each movie in this Mummy series comes from England's famous House of Horror, Hammer Films, and today we have Hammer's third Mummy movie in its franchise. From 1967, it's The Mummy's Shroud. Most Mummy movies follow the same general plot line, and The Mummy's Shroud sticks pretty close to it. The story is set in 1920, and it follows an Egyptian expedition financed by a greedy industrialist. The mission is to excavate a pharaoh's tomb and retrieve his mummy to display in a museum, along with the mummy of his servant, which was already on display. In these films, there's always someone along the journey to warn the group of the fatal consequences that await those who raid ancient resting places for their own gains. But the warnings have to go unheeded because otherwise we wouldn't have a movie. Anyway, the team charges ahead, and it isn't long before the mummy's resurrected servant starts making them pay for their disrespect of the dead. Director John Gilling, who wrote the screenplay based on a story by Hammer executive Anthony Hines, tried to distinguish the appearance of the mummy from other films. The bandages here are not tidy and symmetrical, but appear as they probably would look after thousands of years, loose and deteriorating. Gilling's attention to detail was not enough to impress critics, though. The low-budget production was widely panned, but then few of Hammer's films ever received any accolades beyond the adoration of horror movie fans, young and old. From 1967, starring Andre Morrell, John Phillips, David Buck, and Maggie Kimberly, here's The Mummy's Shroud.